Hi, it's Sarah. Monday came, and everything changed. Thank you for being here. I know I left you hanging, and honestly, I was hanging too. Let me tell you what happened. I barely slept Sunday night. I kept rehearsing what I'd say in the meeting, checking my records over and over, terrified I'd miss something. Leo woke up early and found me at the kitchen table surrounded by papers. Mama, why are you awake? Just getting ready for work, buddy. He climbed into my lap. Are you still sad about the mean people? A little, but it's going to be okay. How do you know? Good question. Because we always figure it out, right? You and me. He hugged me tight. Always. I dropped him at preschool and drove to work with my stomach in knots. The meeting was at 9 a.m. Jennifer and the HR manager were already in the conference room when I arrived. Sarah, please sit down, Jennifer said. She was smiling. Actually smiling. We've completed our investigation. We found the source of the complaint and reviewed all your documentation. I held my breath. You did nothing wrong. In fact, your records are impeccable. The complaint came from someone who misunderstood the budget allocation process. We've addressed it with them directly. I felt tears starting. So I'm not in trouble? Not at all. We're sorry you had to go through this. Your position is reinstated effective immediately. And Sarah, we want you to know how impressed we are with your work. You handled this with incredible professionalism. I walked out of that meeting feeling like I could breathe again. Patricia was waiting at my desk. Well, I'm cleared. Completely cleared. She hugged me right there in the office. I knew it. I knew it. For the first time in a week, I felt like maybe everything would be okay. But then Tuesday happened. I got another call from Detective Rodriguez. Ms. Mitchell, we need to talk again. Can you come in this afternoon? My heart sank. Is this about David? Yes. There are some new developments. I left work early and went to the station. This time, the detective's face was different. More serious. Ms. Mitchell, I need to ask you directly. How much do you know about David Chen's finances? Nothing. I told you, we're not together. He's just trying to be a father to Leo. Has he ever asked you to hold money for him? Transfer funds? Accept packages? No. Nothing like that. What's going on? Is he in trouble? The detective leaned back. We're looking into allegations that Mr. Chen was involved in a financial scheme with his previous employer. Money laundering, specifically. We're still gathering evidence. Money laundering. The words felt unreal. Does he know you're investigating him? Not yet. But Ms. Mitchell, I need to advise you to be cautious. Until we know more, you should limit contact between him and your son. I drove home in shock. David, the man who's been slowly building a relationship with Leo, who bought him books about dinosaurs and took him to the zoo, who told me he'd changed. Was it all a lie? That evening, I got a text from David. Hey, Sarah, can I take Leo to the aquarium this Saturday? I know he'd love it. I stared at that message for 10 minutes. Finally, I responded. Can we talk? In person? Without Leo? Of course. Is everything okay? I don't know. Coffee tomorrow at 2. I'll be there. Wednesday afternoon, I met David at the same coffee shop where this all started months ago. He looked nervous. Sarah, what's wrong? You sounded serious. I took a breath. The police came to talk to me. About you. About financial fraud allegations. His face went pale. They talked to you? Yes. David, tell me the truth. What's going on? He put his head in his hands. It's complicated. Complicated how? My old company, the one I worked for before I moved back to Miami, they were doing some shady things. I didn't know about it at first, but when I found out, I reported it. That's why I left. I thought I was done with it, but apparently they're trying to drag me into the investigation. Are you guilty?
No. God, no.
Sarah, I would never. I reported them. I'm cooperating with the investigation, but it's messy and it's taking time. Why didn't you tell me? Because I didn't want you to worry. I didn't want this to affect my relationship with Leo. I looked at him, trying to read his face. Was he telling the truth? Or was this another lie? Sarah, I swear to you, I'm not involved in anything illegal. I'm trying to do the right thing. But I understand if you don't believe me. I don't know what to believe, David. I don't know you well enough to know. We sat in silence. Finally, I said, no visits with Leo until this is cleared up. I can't risk it. Sarah, please, no. Until the police tell me you're clear, you stay away. I have to protect him. That's my job. He nodded, tears in his eyes. I understand. But Sarah, I promise you, this will get cleared up. And when it does, I hope you'll give me another chance. I left without saying anything else. That night, Leo asked about David. Is he coming this weekend? Not this weekend, buddy. He's busy with some grown-up stuff.
Oh.
Is he coming back? I don't know, Leo. I hope so. And I meant it. Despite everything, I hoped David was telling the truth. This morning, I got an email from Detective Rodriguez. Ms. Mitchell, we need to schedule another meeting. We have questions about the savings account David Chen opened for your son. Please call to arrange a time. The savings account. The money David has been depositing for Leo. Is it clean money? Or is it part of whatever he's being investigated for? I have no idea what happens next. I don't know if David is innocent or guilty. I don't know if he'll be in Leo's life or disappear forever. All I know is that once again, I'm facing this alone. Thank you for being here through this. For staying even when things get complicated and scary. If you want to know what the police found, what happens with David, and how I explain all of this to Leo, please subscribe and come back. Because this story is far from over. I'll be back soon.